Good morning, boys and girls. Welcome back to the eastern wing of the Stink Bug Works. This morning, this morning I was working on motors for the Skedaddle Jet. I bought two Speed 370 brushed motors, or at least that's what the package says. But there weren't two motors in this package. There was a motor, an air cooling jacket that would snap on, and these two different types of connections for it. Very good. Okay. Cool. But I thought you said that was two motors. I guess not, Oh, Hop Sing and Wing Lee, they're having a problem counting to two. So I ordered another motor. They're priced right for two. Anyway, I was playing with gears. It had a little 12-tooth gear, and because I wanted to at least go, I put the biggest press-on gear I have on here. Now, remember, gears come in all kinds of pitch, and here's where people can get really screwed up. 64 pitch, this stuff right here, and here, and here. Well, let's take a look at this. 64 pitch is an American pitch. 0.4 M, which means 0.4 module, is a European pitch. They're almost, but not quite, the same. They will almost, but not quite mesh. When you have a small gear, this being 0.4 M, you notice how nice it meshes there? Well, it will sort of mesh with this one too. So be careful, folks, when you're getting gears. I have seen gears mislabeled. I have seen 0.4 M's labeled as 0.64, or not 0.64, but 64 pitch. So, this is inch-based, and this is metric-based, so you might find them close. Stand by. But you'll never find them exact. So, when you're playing with gears, know what you're playing with. And in the metrics, you can get 0.4, 0.5, 0.8, 1. It runs the whole gamut. Whereas in American, you get 64, 48, 24, 32. Those are your common pitches. Whereas metric, they're all over the place with metric. Anyway, I don't have a whole lot to talk about. The challenge. I do have a new plan for the challenge, and part of the challenge is you have to be able to run any old boat you happen to have in your inventory. And last time it was 2S, and a lot of people like the 2S because they'd take their 3S boats and put 2S in it and prop it to do the task. And so I'm going to come up with a similar but more challenging, and I use finger quotes when I say challenging. We're not going to climb Mount Everest here. We're running model boats in small ponds. And I think part of it was keeping the course at 100 feet because that's a lot of people's entire pond is 100 feet. So I'm going to try to limit it there. I'm working up some cool prizes. I got the donut outrigger. I've got the, what else do I have that I'm going to put in there? Oh, I have the 3D printed boat. What will I call that? I'll call it the 3D printed boat. Anyway, the 3D printed boat, and who knows what else. I'll throw something in. Make it worthwhile. Get stuff out of my shop so I can have room for more stuff. I have an idea for another more stuff. Some people, some of my viewers said, geez, I've never seen Ecos before. That's cool. That's cool. That's cool. So I'll put a link to an Eco thread, right? See where I'm pointing right there. Right there. If you look right there, you'll see a link to an Eco thread. And I know where you can get some really cool Eco kits at a real good price. I'm digging up information on it right now as we speak. So until next time, boys and girls, jet out.